Hello, hello, hello. It's my first video here. I am working on a 1969 Dodge Charger. Currently have it in epoxy right now. I've done the body work with the filler and everything. I'm a complete amateur, so do not roast me too bad on here. But I'm getting ready to do the urethane coat, and what I used was the Eastwood's roll-on primer system, the epoxy and the urethane. So like I said, I've already done the epoxy. The epoxy is, in my opinion, it's pretty easy to use. Rolling it on, it is very, very runny though. And I did spray some epoxy on here already, and compared to that spray on epoxy out of the spray gun, it's super thin. So I think Eastwood, in their directions, they say to use 2 to 3 coats. I think you really need more like 4 or 5 coats of it to get it nice and thick before you do your body work or whatever you're gonna do. But like I said, I'm now moving on to the urethane primer before I get ready to paint. And Eastwood's in their kits, they got like 3 or 4 different kits, primer kits, roll-on primer kits, but they do come with a tray, rollers, and these foam brushes. They also have a YouTube video that explains how to use this as well. But for the most part, I'm an amateur. What the heck? But for the most part, I'm an amateur, so I'm just learning as I go here. Definitely not professional or even close to by any means. So I'll get some of this mixed up and started. There are instructions that comes with some detailed instructions here that tells you how to mix it and what ratios to use. So definitely follow those. But let's get started. All right, here we're back. I got my 4 coats of urethane primer on, like the directions say. Did not get to the other side though. It's warm here today and humid, so this was tacking up faster than 30 minutes, so I had to get to what I could get, and then I'll do the other side here after a while. But as you can see, it laid out pretty nice. It is much thicker than the epoxy, so it does lay on a little better, in my opinion, but I think that's because, like I said, I'm not an expert, amateur. It's supposed to be a high build urethane primer, so I think that's why I'm sure that's why it's a little bit thicker and rolls on a little bit better. But this is it. So this car is going to be a Hellcat swapped resto mod type car. I know there's a lot of Mopar enthusiasts out there that are going to hate me for that, but it's kind of a dream car build. It is not perfect, but it's my car, and I'm pretty excited about it, ready to get it in paint. And truth be told, I wasn't expecting to go this far on it, but I saw some spots, and of course, you know, anybody that has classic cars with a little bit of rust, it kind of just is a waterfall effect and keeps going until you decide you're going to stop fixing stuff and just move forward with it. Otherwise, you can get yourself in a mess, and then, like myself, I'm a DIYer. I want this done. Some guys, they get so far and they lose interest, and I don't want to do that. So here we are, getting closer to paint. So, all right, thanks guys. All right, there you have it. I rolled it on, got you some video of it being rolled on. It rolls on really, really nice, really nice. I'll roll the rest of the coats on, the other 3 coats that it's gonna need, and show you the finished product when it's done. All right, got my 4 coats on, laid out decent. The one thing that does happen with the roller is it gives it some texture, so obviously that'll need to be sanded down. It gives it quite a bit of texture actually. But next steps, get it sanded and then hopefully ready for paint.